News that Hayden Christensen will return as Darth Vader in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show took center stage, and rightly so. Prequel hybrid joys. But if you were paying close attention to all the announcements, you would also know that The Mandalorian has now been officially renewed for a third season. So here are top 10 insane Mandalorian Season 3 fan theories. Number 10. Dingerin will claim the Mandalorian throne. Between the shocking appearance of Luke Skywalker and a heartbreaking goodbye, the Season 2 finale had a lot going on. So much so that it's easy to forget that Mando finds himself in a rather tricky situation involving Bo-Katan and the Darksaber. You see, the Darksaber gives the wielder a claim to the throne of Mandalore. Dingerin doesn't want it, but no honorable Mandalorian will take it from him unless it's in combat. Sure, Bo-Katan and our hero could solve the problem with a quick non-lethal battle, but with the various references to Mandalore in Season 3, the show's focus could shift to reuniting the Mandalorians. Might Dingerin be the Mandalorian to do it? Number 9. The hunt for Mandalore's mask. Having passed through the hands of Darth Maul and Moff Gideon, the Darksaber hasn't always been treated with the respect it deserves. In terms of what it represents to the Mandalorian people, one could go so far as to say it's been tainted by unworthy hands, with Mando's defeat of Moff Gideon complicating the Darksaber's current ownership. Bo-Katan might need something even more sacred if she hopes to rally her people, the legendary Mask of Mandalore. Predating the creation of the Darksaber, Mandalore's mask is the ultimate status symbol in Mandalorian culture. It was worn by their greatest leader, so what better way for Dingerin to take his mind off Grogu than helping Bo-Katan track down this symbol of Mandalorian unity. Number 8. Luke Skywalker is a clone. Wait, what? Why? Well, to be honest, there's nothing that has occurred in The Mandalorian to suggest that Luke Skywalker is a clone. Based on his appearance, mannerisms, and prowess with the lightsaber, he would appear to be the very same Jedi who toppled the Empire. But what if that's what they want you to think? Taking inspiration from the Dark Empire comic book series, Ryan Brett of Inverse has suggested that the Luke who comes to get Grogu could be an evil clone with nefarious intentions. Number 7. Luke and Dingerin will become enemies. Season 2 ended on quite a bittersweet note. No sooner are Grogu and Mando reunited that they're once again separated. At this time around, it's not as simple as assembling a crew and taking out some dark troopers. Grogu went with Luke Skywalker because that's where he needs to be. But as Dingerin dives deeper into the history of Mandalore, could he have second thoughts about leaving Grogu with a Jedi Master? After all, the Jedi and Mandalorians once were enemies. This is a theory proposed by Redditor the Maroon Neck, who foresees Din deciding to turn against Luke, leading to a full-fledged battle in Season 4. All this fighting over you, Grogu. Number 6. Darth Grogu. What is it that Ahsoka says about Grogu? Now, where have we heard something along those lines before? Grogu is adorable. People cannot get enough of the little green dude that fans have dubbed Baby Yoda. But for all his heart-melting qualities, Grogu is also very powerful. And after everything that he's seen and survived, it's not surprising that he's got a little darkness in him. Though it would be adorable to see him in Mandalorian armor, could he just as easily be headed for a pair of Sith robes? Number 5. Dendorin and Ezra are brothers. Buckle up, people, because we're getting into serious territory now. This crazy fan theory comes courtesy of Redditor Cyclops Ranger, whose argument starts with the uncanny resemblance between Dingerin's parents and those of Ezra Bridger. We don't know exactly how old Dingerin is, but looking at the timeline and going by Dingerin facial features, he and Ezra seem to be born within the same generation. There have been a number of rumors about Ezra making his live-action debut in The Mandalorian. Number 4. Baby Yoda is a clone. What with all the science talk surrounding the child, fans initially suspected that Baby Yoda was actually a clone of his namesake. Now that we know a little bit more about the child's backstory, however, most fans are seemingly satisfied to take him at face value. His name is Grogu and he was a youngling at the Jedi Temple on Coruscant. The Empire's interest in him seemingly as simple as them wanting to access his genetic material. The thing is, none of that actually rules him out being a clone. Number 3. The child will wield the Darksaber. Mandalorian history is complicated to say the least. Though often thought of as a race, they are in fact a cultural group made of beings from various species. When a child is taken by the Mandalorians, they become foundlings, and should they choose to honor the ways of the Mandalorian people, they too can become Mandalorians in their own right. As some fans have pointed out, this means that Baby Yoda could wind up following in Dingerin's footsteps and start rocking an adorable little suit of armor. Number 2, we'll learn who saved the child. Given that Dave Filoni worked on Star Wars The Clone Wars, it's unsurprising that he established a number of connections between The Mandalorian and the long-running animated series. Filoni has also got a lot of love for George Lucas' prequel trilogy. These films continue to divide fans, but there's no denying that it will be a great treat to revisit the fall of the Galactic Republic through the eyes of Grogu. Who saved this youngling from the attack on Coruscant? What's his journey been like before meeting Mando? Has he been cared for by other Jedi before Luke? Number 1, Boba Fett is dead. In the old Star Wars extended canon, today known as Legends, it was a well-established fact that Boba Fett survived the Sarlacc pit. He went on to have a number of adventures in various novels. Under the official canon, however, it wasn't until his epic return in The Mandalorian that his fate was clarified. Here's the thing though, as Redditor Ben Vincible has pointed out, there were countless clones created that look identical to Boba Fett and his father Jango. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I am sure that you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.